The smell of fresh dirt. Nothing like it. I feel you, girl. Probus, probus, probus. Hi, cozy friends. Hello, hello. We are having a double feature Cheetos taste test today because the other day I made I think it was the bacon cheddar one, and I didn't want to try it without y'all, so I filmed while I tried it. So Eddie, take it away with that clip. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi, friends. I was hungry and lazy and I didn't want to make a real meal, so I made this, but I'm not recording Stardew right now, but I feel like you guys are just, I can't do this journey without you. This is the cheesy bacon flavor. It already smells foul, so it smells like bacon bits. And I say it with that face because I don't like bacon bits. Bacon bits smell and taste like fake bacon and not the good kind. I like the vegetarian fake bacon. I don't like bacon that's supposed to be bacon and it smells and tastes fake. So we'll see. You know, so far none of them really have a taste. They don't really taste like anything. It's supposed to be kind of like smoky. It just doesn't taste like anything. So I'm gonna give this a 0 to 1. I'm gonna give it a 0.5 out of 5 stars. The last one at least got a 1 out of 5 stars. And that's where we're at. The next ones we have are Flamin Hot and Creamy Jalapeno. Honestly, we started with the worst. You know, I expected the least from the first two we started with. So the next two, we'll see. All right, catch you next time. Now, on this fine day, we are trying the one that I have the highest hopes for. And it is the toxic sludge, unnatural red poison that is the Flamin Hot mac and cheese version. Okay, just look at this color. Take a look at that. This is, I don't change the color of anything in this video. This is what it genuinely what it looks like. It's really that bright. This is poison. It's gotta be. It's just gotta be. This is terrifying, but highest hopes for it. My second highest hopes are in the jalapeno cheddar. This is unfortunately very tasty. Wow. Oh man. It's the only one with actual flavor. And because this spicy element, like I don't have to go add any seasonings. It's already spicy. And because they had to make it spicy, inherently there had to be some flavor in there, right? It's so good. It's so good. That's gonna be a problem, I think. Although they don't sell this one in a 4-pack, I don't think, at least at the pavilions that I went to. So I may be safe. I might just have it once in a while. But if I had a pack of these, I'd be in trouble, besties. I would be in trouble. Okay, let's switch over. Let's play some Stardew. I'm glad we had one win, but like that color, you guys, that ain't right. I know I keep saying the same thing, but that ain't right. But it's so good. Let's see. Oh, today's the egg festival. And Haley's birthday doesn't matter. Okay, so it's not anyone's birthday. Oh, the days will reset so we can work on friendship. Hold on, someone commented something. Someone said you could use a hoe to get multiple wines out of the thing. Never knew that. I'd never heard of that before. So I need to do that. I need to try that at least. I had such a nice fall day today, y'all. I went to Barnes & Noble, which I hadn't. The Barnes & Noble by us had just recently renovated and I hadn't been since before the renovation. And I was kind of like protesting it because I wasn't a huge fan of the remodels that they did, but it was fine. I mean, it was really nice just being there, and they kept like most of the original kind of layout of the place, and so it's still really pretty, but it's still a little bit more like corporate shop than it was before. It was like cozy bookshop before, and now it's like, here's all the bestsellers from TikTok and all of the ones that we know you want to buy in hardcover so we can get the most bang for our buck. Oh, it's also like, well, actually that's not true. I didn't go to the very top floors. There's like 3 floors, but like the first floor and the second floor were all like fiction, which goes to show like how many books they took out of the bookstore. Like Barnes & Nobles used to have so many books. Like it's just rows and rows of books. You could find basically every book that was like being sold, you know? And now it's just the ones that sell really well which again makes sense for them for a business standpoint, but like not for someone who wants to go browse the bookshop and like discover something new and like get lost between the aisles. Like instead it's probably half as many book aisles. All of them are like ones you see all the time, and it's basically just for people who like know what they want, know that they want to get the like well-selling book and then go and get a physical copy and leave. Like it's not about like browsing and enjoying your time and maybe you stumble upon something you wouldn't have known or seen before. It's not about that anymore, which is why I was protesting it in the first place, but it's fine. It's fine. Capitalism wins out. Always, every time. What I was saying though is there's not as many like genres. So the first and second floor was literally all fiction and like mystery, thriller, romance, fiction, fantasy. There was one half wall of nonfiction on the bottom, again because like the memoirs and stuff sell, and then biographies, whatever. And then second floor, all fiction. Third floor, I think that's where like the children's and like everything else is. Like where's the like cookbooks and the all the other weird things, books about trains and you know, I don't know, weird things that you go, who's getting these? But I love looking at it. Where are those? I don't know. I'm guessing on the third floor, but the third floor was the smallest of all the floors. You gotta understand, the third floor was tiny. Where are all the books? Anyways, if you haven't been to a Barnes & Noble recently, I recommend you go just to see the difference, see and feel the difference, and then be upset and don't go back, or, you know, accept what has become of our bookshops of today. Okay, the egg festival. Here's the thing. I don't feel like searching for eggs, but I will. I haven't let anyone win once. Actually, no, I feel like I lost one year, didn't I? I don't know. I don't remember. But I haven't let up since I first won. I wish it got, I feel like I've said this in the past years, but I wish it got harder as the years went on. Make it harder for me, okay? If I win the first year, make it harder each year I win. Ooh, we got some strawberry seeds. Plush bunny is kind of cute. Pastel banner is kind of cute. I'm gonna get a couple of those. Okay, Mayor Lewis, let's go start the race. Oh, wait, I don't think I've ever seen what's his name here. Have I? I don't know, but it's so cute. The bird boy. He's dancing around with Vincent and Jazz. That's so cute. Okay, as good as this is, it's almost like too much. Like I don't think I can eat the whole thing. It's making me feel a little barfy. I think it genuinely is poison. Here we go. I literally love how it's just me, the kids, like Sam. You better not take that. You better not. Oh. How do I get that one? Dang it. Oh. Okay. I feel like that felt like more time than usual. But I know it's not. Me again. Thank you so much. 1,000. Wow. Okay. I guess it's Betty Bye time. Good night. Every week I forget. Does the new week start on Sunday or Monday? And I was getting more iron from the mines. Excuse me, I need to get something to drink so that I don't barf. Okay, I'm not eating any more of that. I refuse. Okay, we're back home. It's Haley's birthday. I don't really care. Not because it's Haley, but because it's Haley. Okay, and then we're gonna... Hello, wife. The smell of fresh dirt. Nothing like it. I feel you, girl. I really do feel you. I want to put these panels up somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe over here? Oh, that's cute. I kind of like that. All right. Okay, we have our relationships reset. So we've got Krobus. I know we can get Krobus this playthrough. I just know it. Dwarf and Jazz. So we have... What do we have for Jazz? Rabbit's Foot? Yes, Rabbit's Foot for Jazz. This for Krobus. This for our boy. Come on, Krobus. You know you want to be best friends with me. You know it. Like, what's the holdup? What's the hullabaloo? What's the word on the street? I'll tell you, it's you wanting to be besties with me. Thank you. Hi, Kroby. I won't eat this in front of you this time. You're so welcome. Please. Oh my god. Ah! Krobus, you're so hard to befriend. That last little bit, you're really gonna make me work for it. You're milking this. You really want some void mail, huh? And I'll give it to you every time. Hello, dwarf. I don't remember if I left things in here that the dwarf would like. I don't think these are dwarf things. Dwarf loves. Anyways, let's go to the regular mines and get some regular iron because I'm tired of not getting iron. That's all. I also randomly randomly, but apropos to general podcast themes, I guess, I want to advocate for two things. One is journaling. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. Okay, this is not new news. This is not new anything. I just really want to advocate for journaling because anytime, and it's one of those things where like I go to it in the moments when I need it only. Like a lot of people advocate for journaling as a regular practice, and I think that's great when you're kind of early in your, it's great for whatever purpose you use it for, honestly. I don't use it for whatever you like to use it for, because maybe you're doing like gratitude stuff, affirmations, whatever. For me, I use journaling more on a daily basis, like which we talked about a couple episodes ago, like back when I was still kind of forming positive self-talk and like learning positive self-talk or learning how to regulate emotions. That's when journaling like on a daily basis really helped me, because it's just practicing that. It's practicing how to do that, internally and externally, I guess. But nowadays I turn to journaling when I can't regulate. Like I can't regulate in the way that I've taught myself to, or I know that something's just off in my usual regulation or self-talk or whatever. Like when I know something's off, I know I need to journal about it. And I just had like this experience literally last night where like something happened. It like threw me off. I was hyper focusing on it. It was like a content related thing. So silly. In retrospect, like obviously at the time it wasn't silly to me, and that's valid, and my feelings about it were valid. But in retrospect, like it is something that I should not have been like tunnel visioning, hyper focusing on at all. But like it was stressing me out all night where like I wasn't present and just like with the people around me. Like I was so stressed about it that I had stress dreams all night and like ground my teeth all night, to where like I woke up and my jaw was in pain, and then my first thought in the morning was this thing that I was like hyper focusing on. And I haven't been in that mental state in so long about something, and so this was just like one of those weird instances where something just like triggered me, just ticked me off, just this like weird thing, I don't know. And I was like in such a good place until then, throughout the day and like at the end of the night. But that told me, as soon as I like woke up still thinking about it and like had physical like effects from this, I was like, I need to journal. This needs to be something in my brain needs to like hammer this out. And I did. Nowadays, I think I told y'all, I just do voice journaling. I don't like write it out, because my brain is like moving too quickly for me to type, and it just frustrates me. So I just talk. Like I just talk to my journal, and it immediately, as soon as I processed everything, talked through it, worked on like the usual kind of regulation I'm able to do, and like reassurances and affirmations and all of that, and then just like processing why it was that this got to me so bad. Immediately, I haven't thought about it since. I did that this morning, haven't thought about it since. Like it's fine. I'm good. I'm totally good. So I want to advocate for that. I just want to, if any of you are still figuring out like what the purpose of journaling is, or like how a journaling practice would actually help you or like work in your life, that's how it works for me, is regulating in a time where I cannot do it for myself in the way that I've learned how to do it. So yeah, journaling. And if you're still in the stage of learning like positive self-talk and affirmations and emotional regulation, which totally valid, and I think most people are, and I even am in a lot of ways, clearly, but based on this last situation. But like I totally think that like journaling regularly is a good way to learn that, which I didn't talk about last time when we were having the conversation about like how do you develop like those skills. I never even like talked about like how to do that, but I think that is definitely one of the more helpful ways, because it's literally just like self-reflection, which is something that I think we're encouraged to not participate in, or at least our minds encourage us to not participate in, because it's more comfy that way, to not self-reflect and look inward and really know yourself, because that's scary. And then and then it's not, and then it's good because you know yourself. Anyways, that's one of the things I want to advocate for. The next is basically me learning a similar thing from someone else on TikTok. I'm sure some of you have seen this TikTok, but this is one girl, I forget her name, but she talks a lot about like positive thinking and stuff like that. But she was talking about a gratitude process and gratitude practice. And gratitude practices, I've talked about this on a stream before, like gratitude practices have never really like hit for me, because I don't even know why. Like gratitude, like it's not that like I'm not comfortable with them, or like I just don't get the purpose of them. And I've done them. I've done like a whole summer of doing them every day. And I was like, I don't really get the point here. Like the things that I'm writing down, like I'm grateful for my family and whatever, are things that like I already think about. And I like that's part of my thought process already is like, oh man, I'm grateful for this. And like, it just wasn't adding anything for me to incorporate a gratitude practice. And I didn't feel any kind of benefit from it. But I had a different perspective from, unless you're like making it into an affirmation at the same time. You know, if you're like, I'm grateful for my ability to do XYZ, that has a totally different effect, right? But I'm talking purely gratitude of like, I'm grateful for this that's in my life and this that's in my life. Like, just, I don't know. I don't think that like my personal journey ever was like losing sight of certain things that I had. Maybe that's coming from like being a marginalized person. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I never like really took things for granted, with some exceptions. But anyways, you guys, this woman, she was talking about how gratitude practices make it so that when you think about something that you want and you're trying to be positive about something, and like, say, you know, in a more woo-woo sense, you're thinking like, I want to attract this thing into my life. I welcome, you know, abundance and friendship or something into my life. And you're like, how will I get that? Like, if you're focusing on like the how and the negatives versus the positives, like, I think, okay, this is hard for me to like articulate, but okay. So now she was saying naturally we focus on the negative because, you know, biologically that's a benefit to us mentally, is to like focus on that danger and that danger and that danger. So like naturally we think about negative things more than we think about positive things. But when you have a gratitude practice, you are actively pulling all of the positive things into the front of mind on a daily basis. And when you act towards your goals and when you act towards like the things you want to do in life and accomplish is, you know, a very productivity based word, but like the things you want to do, when you're like acting with the intent of like doing things, walking in your purpose, if you will, you won't be walking towards that purpose with fear in your heart and negativity clouding everything. Like, you won't be thinking, okay, if I try to go for, I'm just going to start with something low stakes. If I try to start this craft, like, what about, you know, the materials? What if I don't know what the materials are and I get the wrong ones, and then I do this and then I get stressed out and I can't do it, and I can't, and like, instead of focusing on all the negative things to where you just like don't even start the task, it's like almost self-sabotaging. Instead, when you have a regular gratitude practice, you're like training your brain to only focus on the things that you might not notice on an everyday basis. So you're like, oh my gosh, like, thank God I have some free time to work on this craft. Not thank God, like literally, but like, I'm so grateful that like I have like hand functionality to be able to do these crafts, or I have like the mental fortitude to be able to do these crafts, or I have the interest in doing it. Like, all of the things that are kind of givens in our life, we focus on a little bit more, which allows us to not focus on the negative. So we focus more on like, I can do these things because I have all of these things that allow me to function in this world, and I'm very lucky for that. And so you operate more on like you operate less on fear in your everyday action and more on just like trust in the universe and like trust in yourself. And when you think about kind of like how far you've come and like the reasons for how far you've come, it helps you like trust in the process going forward, so that you're not like negative about anything that could come up, and bring you towards your greater purpose in life. And I think that's super true. I think it's super true. And then I think like another thing I've been learning about gratitude just personally is I've been trying to like, I'm gonna keep this cauliflower. I don't know where it came from. I'm gonna keep it. 36 iron. Okay. Oh, I didn't give Jazz this thing. Oopsies. I'm gonna put the panels up over here. Something that has been helping me with gratitude is like reframing just negative thoughts. In terms of like, I don't know, I'll start a day and be like, oh my God, I have all of these things to submit. And if I just sat in that like negativity, and which sometimes that's freaking valid and that's all you can do, and whatever. Like, sometimes there's nothing in your life to be grateful for, and sometimes, you know, people are not privileged enough to have something to be grateful for every day, and that's valid too. But for me, I have a world of things to be grateful for before I have things to complain about. So instead of like, imagine if I woke up every day and was like, oh my God, I have 10 million things to submit and I want to be doing X, Y, and Z, but I have to do these things instead. Like, where would I be every day? I would be miserable every day, and I would be like thinking of what I do every day as like any other job, and I can fall into that a lot sometimes. But the way that gratitude has helped me reframe that is I'll like stop as soon as I have that thought. I'm like, stop. Look at what you're doing right now. 1 year ago, 2 years ago, you would have been ecstatic to be able to be doing just this every day. And you are so lucky. You are in a position a lot of people would want to be in. You are in a position of a lot of freedom, and like, you shut up. Basically, like, yes, you can be stressed about something, but like, also look at the situation. Like, look at the situation for what it is. And it always immediately helps me kind of snap out of it and be like, oh my gosh, okay, let me like get through these tasks that like, yes, I'm excited about, but also they do stress me out, and I could hold both of those feelings at the same time, and that's okay. But like, on a greater scale, how lucky am I? How lucky am I? How freaking lucky am I to be doing this? And even if it's something that like, it's not like a passion project for you, reframing it in any little way that you can to feel a little bit better about it on a day-to-day basis. Like, how lucky am I to just like have a job? Even if you don't like it, I have a job. And I feel lucky for that. That is how I've been reframing it. Like, oh my God, I have to cook for myself. Oh my God, I have to do the dishes. Oh my God, I have to clean. Like, oh my God, I have to take the litter out. How lucky am I that I freaking have cats that I love that are so silly and stupid and goofy? How lucky am I that like, I have this place that I can do dishes in and a dishwasher? You know, that is a more useful gratitude practice for me. And that's kind of like a throughout the day thing versus like I'm going to sit down and write down the things that I'm grateful for, and then every time I do it, I can only think of my family and my partner and my friend and my cats. Like, if you have trouble with gratitude practices, if you kind of don't follow what most people do of like, write in the 5-minute journal or write your, 3 things you're grateful for a day, work it into like your thought process. That's what helps me. And I really do feel like it has helped me work past certain like fears in things. Like the woman was saying, like, it's helped me be like, well, think about all the opportunities you have had. Why wouldn't you have more? Like, why are you stressing about work stuff when you've already, look how many opportunities you've had thus far. You're gonna have more, period. And I immediately snap out of it. So that's it. I know we're chitty chatty, but those were heavy on my heart today. And I hope that helps somebody with anything you're going through. Whether you need to think about how journaling would help or think about how gratitude stuff would help. Either way, man. Hope it helps. Love ya. Smooches. All right. Oh, yeah. I have so many things. I have so many things. Why do I have so much stuff? Oh, because I went to the mines and then I didn't go back home. Okay. Oh, let me short my stuff real quick. And then we gotta catch Jazz. Excuse me, why do we not have room for this is going? We do have a cauliflower, so I guess I will put it in the fridge. And then I'm just gonna sell these wines because the ones in the casks are still cooking. What is this little chicken doing over here? Get out of the way. Okay, finding Jazz, and then it's the next day, so I can give a present to the dwarf again, and Krobus again. Krobus, do we think this time? Yes or no? Do we think this time? Krobus. Please. I love you so. Please help me, Krobus. Help me help you by you never having to see me again while I give you this void egg. Hopefully for the last time. Not that I don't want to see you again. It's just I don't want to have to come down here every time, Krobus. Please, Krobus. Krobus, please, Krobus. Yes. Krobus, I love you so. Krobus, thank you, Krobus. Now all we have left is freaking Jazz and the dwarf. The people on the 2 farthest ends of the map. Let's go. Jazz, come here. Jazz, we are like 1 thing off of. Does that make sense to you? Because it makes sense to me. We are 1 day off of because I didn't give her anything yesterday. So I need to get another, hey Leia, baby girl. I need to get another rabbit's foot for tomorrow is what I was saying. Cheers, by the way. Bloop. Just running into Maru. Maru. Hey Maru. Imagine legitimately being best friends with everyone in a village. Best friends. Not just okay friends, best friends. With all of these varied personalities. Best friends. Imagine that. Imagine how much time and upkeep that would take. IRL. Imagine. Okay, so Krobus. I want to check the birthdays is what I want to check. Let me go to the mines. BRB, I'm gonna do some grinding in the mines. Don't mind me. I'm gonna grind away. I'm kind of shocked I never ended up finding an auto lover. Just never did. All that time in the mines doing the monster slayer stuff, never found one. Also, like, I feel like that should absolutely be a reward for something in either the monster slayer quest or the chi quest. Like, come on. We did all that work and we still have to go pet our animals every day. Not that I do that, but I'm getting out. I hate these levels. Minus the cute little brown freaking slimes. Can't stand that level. God. Also, if we aren't friends on Goodreads, friend me. Now. I demand it. Thanks, guys. Love you. Mwah. Okay, so last day I need to get Miss Girly Poo what's it called? A rabbit's foot. We have so many. We have a lot. I don't know why I'm being annoying about it. We have quite a lot. Quite a lot. Imagine waking up at, 6:30 a.m.? Imagine waking up at 6:30 a.m. and going to sleep at like 11:30, 12 every single day. I feel so sorry for poor little farmer. 6 a.m. Not even 6:30. 6 a.m. girl, take a rest. I say as I immediately take her to do the first task of the day. On a horse, across the village. Where is the girl? I started rewatching Peaky Blinders because I told my partner that he would really like it. And I liked it. I started out not liking it and thinking it was kind of like overly gory, kind of graphic. And I don't know, it just felt like not my thing. And then over time I was like, okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking it up. I get it. I like it. I think also the writing got better after the first season and like the character work just got a little bit better. But it is the perfect fall watch. I don't know. It's the perfect kind of like spooky, dark, brooding. It's great. Though, content warning for the first season, there is not as many and as extreme of references to SA as there are in like, I don't know, Game of Thrones. But there's a couple, and that I feel like just starting out with the show, I think they get better at that too. But starting out, it's like, okay, why, how come in like the 2010s, everybody felt like it was so necessary to do? It was such like shock value thing. Like, why are we using women's bodies as shock value? I don't know, whatever. And then I think I've talked about this too, but like one of my biggest pet peeves, and I'm laughing about it only because I'm laughing to not yell, really. One of my biggest pet peeves in any kind of media is when, and this is how you know they don't have like women writers on the team, or it's not a space where a woman writer on the team does feel safe bringing these complaints up. But after a woman is like, first of all, they love to do the like almost essayed, whoopsies, almost essayed. How crazy. Wouldn't that have been insane for her character arc? Like, okay, that's one thing. But then for like that to happen, and then literally right after it happens, the woman who almost got essayed to be like, oh my gosh, like so kooky crazy that just happened, but like, oh my god, like what's up with you? Like, how are you feeling? Like, what was going on back there with you? Like, like automatically like, okay, fine, and then like on the same cadence with the main character as usual. Like, huh? They did that in Game of Thrones too. It pisses me off every time. But that's not to say the overall show's not good. It just means they needed more women, even non-binary writers on the show. Like, please. Throw us a bone, please. But again, this started in like the 2010s. I don't know. Where's my wife? Wait, did we give Jazz her thing today? We did. And did we give Croak? Wait, where's the dwarf? Okay. Woo. Okay. I almost thought, why does this reorganize randomly? I'm not like sorting it any kind of way. I don't know. Whatever. The dwarf, we have 2 left. And Jazz, we have 3 left. I feel like in the next 4 playthroughs, we'll be besties with them. I feel it in my bones. Okay, let's make more kegs. Okay, and then I just need to make a bunch of iron bars. Woo! Okay, we got the whole club jumping. Let's get it jumping. I don't know the words to that song. Does anyone? I don't think so. Someone put the words in chat, please. Thanks so much. Love ya. Oh, I didn't clear out the other one yet, did I? Whoopsies. Here I go. There she goes. There she goes. Why is that such a fall song? You can't tell me that's not a fall song. That's a fall song right there. Also, I didn't watch last week's playthrough before it was posted, but I always read the comments, y'all. I always read the comments. And all I saw was like, LOL, the montage of bumpy trees after Kennedy said there's not bumpy trees. Eddie, you're in trouble. Eddie, how dare you disprove my very based on factual educational, factual goodness that there are no bumpy trees in the world. How dare, because in my world, in my ideal world, there are no bumpy trees. Will I ever go and watch that episode? No. Just because of that. Just because of the bumpy trees. I don't want to come into contact with any bumpy trees. How dare you ruin the very just made up view of the world that I had. Okay. I don't want to believe any tree looks like this in real life. And it doesn't. If you put more freaking bumpy trees on in this edit, Eddie, I swear to God. I know you will too. That's the thing. I know you will. Get the bumpy trees and get them out. This is the creator life that no one tells you. The internal war between creator and editor. It's constant, really. Okay. Selling these. Get out. And what should I do now? Maybe my iron's done. My urn. Yep. Which only means I should get more urn. Woo! Okay, so now we need more copper, more urn, and more oak resin. So let's at least do copper since we have those. We are on the animal products this playthrough. What? Yes, girl. Did I say did I talk about my day? I went to Barnes & Noble. Did I talk about that? I did. Then I was ranting about got distracted by capitalism yet again. Okay. Pattern for me. Oh, I also went to Pilates this morning, you guys. Hello. She's a Pilates girl. I got the like four. Sometimes I just surprise myself with how little I can speak. It's like 4 classes a month for cheaper and auto payment. So it's cheaper even more. So then I will at least do 1 class a week, which for me, that level of consistency was unheard of. Now it's not, besties, okay? Now she's a Pilates girl. She does it once a week at least. Maybe I'll do more, we'll see. I also like set a condition for myself that if I'm gonna order food from somewhere, like normally I will order it Uber Eats or something, I have to go walk somewhere to get it because we have so many places by us to like walk and get food. Ooh, look at all that money. Look at all that money. We're for sure 1/4 of the way to 10 million now. Wait, is that right? Yes. Woo! Okay, let me exits. I remember to do things like exit the screen. Yeah, so that's my other thing is walking to somewhere so I get my steps in when I want to order something instead of making it at home. Sometimes if I'm really busy, that doesn't happen, but that's my goal. Okay. Anyways, let's do Cozy Corner. We have so many Cozy Friends of the Week this week, y'all. I don't remember calling y'all to action, but I think I did last week. Was I like, y'all, freaking come on, give me some Cozy Corners? Did my own video just come up on that's so funny. My own video came up on my Instagram Explorer. That never happens. Okay, we have, oh my gosh, we have Cozy with Kayla with a little Fae Farm romance moment. This is so cute. I just realized I was putting my face on the mic instead of speaking into it. This is so cute. I love this. Thank you, Cozy Kayla. Cozy Hobby Shell with a cute, adorable little duck. You're prepping for a craft market. Congrats. Oh my gosh. Yay. Then we have Raoul's Voyage, whose setup is just looking better and better every time I see it. Like, this is so cute. I also love your keyboard. Adorable. Love the little pegboard. So cute. Ugh, just absolutely loving it. We've got Cozy Corner Kai with a little You're Obsessed with Spooky Season reel. I'm loving it. So cute, you guys. Y'all, I love your posts. They make me so happy. The Toad Cottage with this adorable little setup picture. We have... Oh my gosh, Casual Gamer. I love this setup you have. I love this bookcase with the N64. Inspiring. I'm inspired. I'm gonna do some vintage retro console shopping right after this. God, that's cute. I love the gold one. Yes. Okay, now we're gonna do some cozy friends of the week because you guys, there are so many. I love you so much. So much you don't understand. Okay, we have Becky Rose, who got the coloring books that are my favorite coloring books and my favorite markers, and so they're influenced by me, and I appreciate you and I love you, and yes, thank you. Yay. We have Augie Art, who said catching up with my vlogs. Appreciate you. Hey yo. We have Cozy with Kayla. Hey bestie. Catching up on Cozy Games Stardew series. Appreciate you. And then we have Rianne Man. Sick day. I hope you're feeling better. Watching the Stardew playthrough. Hey yo. Then we have This Dryer's on Fire. This Dryer's on Fire. Rainy Fall Sunday in my Cozy Corner, inspired by Cozy Games. Hey girl, I love this. This is so cute. I love the, what is that? Is that wainscoting? What is that called? When you do a little border around the wall. I love that. That is so cute that how you did that. This is just the coziest little thing. And is that a like reptile cage down there? What kind of animal is that? I love it. I love it. And then Katie Elizabeth watching a vlog. Appreciate you. We've got Patty Ocampos. Plain old Stardew. Hey girl. That's all y'all. Thank you, Cozy Friends of the Week. I love you. I appreciate you. And thank you to everyone for making Cozy Corner content. I absolutely love y'all so much. And I love that you create content that makes you happy, makes you feel cozy, makes you feel at peace, makes you feel like you. And I believe in you. I believe in your content journeys. And I see the growth every time y'all post a picture. I love it. It makes me so happy. That's it. That is it. I love you. Stay cozy. Bye.